6:03 remaining in the first period. Nothing yet at the Alphon Forum. Maybe an opportunity here for Banks to a shot. They score! A beautiful tip-in from Brady Florence. Magnificent goal to open the scoring.
Well, that's fantastic speed there by the former Biddeford Tiger. Streaking down the middle of the ice, showed himself open, takes the pass, puts it home on the one-timer, and the Biddeford native scores at the Biddeford College, and that's a well-done job by Brady Florent and a 1-0 Nor'easter lead.
Keep the puck. It's his first collegiate goal for the freshman.
All right, let's go to another Biddeford Tiger, Jessica Gagne, who's on the bench of the Nor'easters, where they just took that 1-0 lead. Jess?
Yeah, I was talking to Coach earlier about that top line of Florent, and Banksman, and he said, you know, the Florent brothers have obviously been playing together their entire lives, and the way that they speak to each other on the ice is just, you know, it's like they just know what's happening. So obviously that contributed to the success of this goal, and Coach was just ecstatic when it landed. Guys?
That will do it for period number 1. Jessica Gagne is going to talk, as Lee mentioned, with Coach Kevin Swallow of UNE.
Hey, Coach Swallow. So you got to be happy with your team's performance in the first quarter. Talk to me about Brady Florent getting his first goal here on his home ice in his hometown.
Yeah, very happy for Brady. He's been playing, been playing great hockey here to start the year off. So I'm glad to see him finally get rewarded and get his first goal.
And talk to me about your team's penalty kill. I mean, you got to be happy about that as well.
Yeah, it's been a strength of ours, I think, so far this season. I think through our first 5 or 6 games, it's been very strong. So, it was good to see it, come up big for us there in the first period and get out of here with the 1-0 lead.
Anything you think you got to work on coming back out on the ice?
We definitely got to be a little bit better defensively. I thought they hemmed us in a little bit in the defensive zone there. So, we just got to bear down a little bit on our one-on-one battles, be a little bit tougher to play against.
Thank you so much, Coach. Guys, back to you.
Welcome back, everybody. We are between periods as the University of New England Nor'easters lead the Bowdoin Polar Bears 1-0 in men's college hockey. Thank you for being a part of this maiden voyage as News Center dips into the college hockey world to bring you this Tuesday night fantastic event. And we're really happy to be joined here in between periods by the athletic director of the University of New England, Jack McDonald. And Jack, first of all, thank you for having us. We appreciate you being willing to let us to be the guinea pig, if you will, of our college hockey maiden voyage here.
Well, you're off to a great start. We won women's basketball last Tuesday. We're up 1-0 here, so if we happen to pull this off, we're going to chain you to your chair. We're not going to let you guys go.
Rob and I were talking during the first period about the program, and building one from scratch. It's in its infancy, 6 years. You kind of getting things going, and it takes a little bit to build that, where kids that are in high school and playing go, okay, UNE, that's my destination, that's where I want to go. You've got the Florent kids from Biddeford High School. Obviously the freshman has scored here already today. Getting the main kids, getting the top players to come to your program, how long of a process is that, and how hard is it to do?
Well, to do it right, you can't do it right away. When anybody starts hitting 50 home runs in a year, you start worrying about are they doing it correctly. So you really want to basically have I always, at Quinnipiac, it was like a 4-8 year cycle where the first 4 years you want to get to the middle of the pack, and the next 4 years you want to move to the top. So, they get used to the coach, you build a fan base. So right now, Kevin's well on his way to doing that. He's played national teams very tough already. But I think you really want to do it right, and to do it right takes a lot of good planning, a lot of good coaching, a lot of good support from the administration. So he and Dave and our women's program so far are off to a wonderful start.
Well, I want to ask you about building that program, and with Coach Swallow in his first year. He's got Division I pedigree. He's got Jeff Libby as one of his assistant coaches, played at Waterville High School, played at UMaine, played in the pros, has Division I pedigree as well. How important is that as prospective students come through and they look at your coaching staff, because that's very important. Where have they come from? What do they know? What experience do they have? What can they teach my son? And you certainly have that as an option here.
Well, there's no question. I mean, what Kevin did at Nichols and, taking them to the NCAA tournament, he was named Coach of the Year. Of course, the great experience they both have at the University of Maine under Tim Whitehead, and the great tradition with Sean Walsh built years ago. So I think as student athletes, when they come, they want to go to the best program available to them, or they possibly can. And sometimes the definition of a good program is really more than just winning. It's when you want to go to practice on Monday after a rough weekend in games. It's where you look to your coach as more than just an X's and O guy, someone that can really help. So both of these guys have done a tremendous job. I walk the rink, I see them on campus, and I said, how's things going? You know, oh, Mr. McDonald, things are great. We love our coaches. We love the experience we're getting. And I think it'll take time, but we can always sense the excitement. And clearly, something big like a television game with WCSH is also huge. It's something that all the parents who are listening to us right now all over the world can say, oh, wow, University of New England's really doing something right.
Well, and I'd be remiss if we don't mention some of the other things have to include this facility. I mean, the Alfond is just a beautiful venue with the basketball court next door and the hockey rink here. I mean, as a parent of high school kids, my kid tells me he wants to come to UNE, and I'm looking around these facilities and say, get your grades up. Let's get you in there.
No,
I mean, this is a beautiful, tool and asset for this school.
I know as an older gentleman, when I was visiting here as a candidate, I walked into this building and, oh, wow, I said, this is something. I get to maybe work here every day, and students get to practice and play games here. So it is very special. But in addition to that, it's a community of people as well. A beautiful building, beautiful leadership, great athletic staff, and the campus is into it. And now we see tonight, with all students have all gone home for the Thanksgiving holiday because there's no class, we have hundreds and hundreds of Biddeford students here who use the Blue Crew app to check in at their grammar school, and we gave them a couple tickets, so that now the community's really starting to enjoy what UNE is all about.
Well, and we were talking about that during the period. It is a Tuesday. The kids, your students, the college students are on their way somewhere else. But this is a well-attended game. Obviously, in the impetus of this program at UNE, Bowdoin is one of those games you circle on the calendar, and a lot of great support. Obviously, having a kid from Biddeford score doesn't hurt you either.
Yeah, it does, and sometimes the best of rivals are the best of friends and neighbors too. And Bowdoin's a good neighbor. USM was last weekend in women's basketball. I do want to give a shout out to the superintendent of schools, Jeremy Ray, who worked with me and the University of New England in bringing all these young Biddeford children and their families to a game like this. And we have many, many games over the semester break when our students are gone, and we want them to come and enjoy a collegiate experience and maybe see the campus and maybe buy a hot dog and maybe go to the library. So there's a lot of neat educational things going on here that is off the ice.
Did you say hot dog?
I did.
All right,
I did.
I might have to take a quick break.
Okay.
Jack, thank you very much.
All right, Lee.
Happy
Thanks for
Thanksgiving
being here.
Our pleasure.
You and your growing family. Thank you.
Constantly.
Yeah.
That's Jack McDonald. He's the athletic director here at the University of New England. We're going to take a timeout and come back about halfway through the intermission of the first period.
Healy has Quinn in front, puts it there. Gildersleeve cashed in. Healy has Quinn in front, puts it there. Gildersleeve cashed in. Healy has Quinn in front, puts it there. Gildersleeve cashed in.
More tremendous passing by the Nor'easters. Two guys in front of the Polar Bear net. Beautiful behind the net pass to in front of the net. It ends up in the net, and just like that, UNE with a 2-0 lead, and that is a huge goal for the Nor'easters.
Thought they'd try to find Ryan Quinn first. He was cheating into that back side, but was Gildersleeve who went to the net, and Healy put it in the correct spot.
Let's take a look at the replay. You can see two Nor'easters in front of the net. Beautiful pass right in front, easy goal, and no chance at all for Colanino to make that save, as he's been really no chance twice, and neither goal really his fault. And it's a 2-0 lead for UNE. Siege.
Bankston with a man with him, they score!
Siege.
Bankston with a man with him, they score!
Siege.
Bankston with a man with him, they score! Armand Womaliali. He's got his 4th of the year.
Well, that is a tremendous blow to Bowdoin, because they've been carrying play since that goal. Almost had a goal, not once but twice down at this end. And then they give up the breakaway, the odd man rush for Nor'easters, and they put it away with a 2-on-1. And again, a great pass and a great goal. There's really 3 textbook goals so far for UNE, with the assist and the finish being perfect. To New England, as we are at the end of the second period, and it is 3-1, UNE leading Bowdoin. We tried to hear from Jessica Gagne before we went to break, but apparently Jeff Schools didn't want to hear what she had to say. But now we can hear what Jessica had to say over on the UNE bench. Jess?
Jeff Scholes never wants to hear what I have to say because it's usually not good. Just kidding, I'm not a complainer. But obviously, the excitement on this bench, it was great when they were heading into the locker room with the 3-1 lead. Now, I was talking to Coach Swallow, and he said, you know, this team is 1-4-1, but he doesn't believe that that record is reflective of the potential that this team has. When they're on, and they really know how to get to the goal. They've worked on a lot of the technical stuff, obviously the penalty kill, but he thinks they just need to work on the little nitty-gritties, like getting those ugly goals and one-on-ones, and when they do, you'll see that record be more in their favor, guys.
Well, they are looking good through 2 periods, as Coach Mahar mentioned, though, to Johnny Mailer before we went to commercial. A 2-goal lead at home is the hardest to defend. I don't know.
Trevor Florent, a shot saved, made the rebound, banged home as Colanino couldn't find it.
What a play by
Trevor Florent, a shot saved, made the rebound, banged home as Colanino couldn't find it. Trevor Florent, a shot saved, made the rebound, banged home as Colanino couldn't find it.
Trevor Florent, as he gets it done, follows his shot. And as you mentioned, Rob, Colanino didn't know where it was after the first save. He looked to his right, the puck was to his left. Florent puts it home, and what a start to the 3rd period, just the way I'm sure Coach Swallow wanted this thing to begin, and certainly not the way Coach Mahar was hoping things would go, as it's now 4-1 UNE.
Back the other way, Trevor Florent puts the brakes on and scores!
Wow.
Back the other way, Trevor Florent puts the brakes on and scores!
Wow.
Back the other way, Trevor Florent puts the brakes on and scores!
Wow.
A beauty by the assistant captain. His 2nd of the night and 4th of the season.
Well, that starts at the other end. Connor Maloney, we've talked about him all night long, makes the huge save, a glove save and a beauty. And then the Nor'easters break out the other way. And, you know, fittingly enough, during Thanksgiving week, a lot to be thankful for at the Florent home, as their kids are putting on a show right now. And Mama Florent's got to be happy in the crowd.
We might have this game on loop. UNE came into this contest never having beaten Bowdoin, and if they hold on for 16-29, they'll do it in emphatic fashion. Coach Mahar wants the timeout.
And I lose. Yeah, okay.
Here's Worth with Vikic, puts it in front, they score!
Yeah, okay.
Here's Worth with Vikic, puts it in front, they score!
Yeah, okay.
Here's Worth with Vikic, puts it in front, they score!
Wow, that's a tough way to start the game for the new goalie for Bowdoin, Eric Werman. 1 shot, 1 goal, and this thing's getting ugly quick as the Nor'easters are pulling away 6-1. What a way to start the 3rd period.
Ely will feather it in, it'll bounce on Werman, went between him and in. Ely will feather it in, it'll bounce on Werman, went between him and in.
I was going to say, that's not, I couldn't see it go through his legs, but I saw he didn't have it, so that's just a bad goal. I mean, you can't really put lipstick on that one.
Bankston feeds it in front, they score. Bankston feeds it in front, they score. Bankston feeds it in front, they score.
It's too easy.
Fire the hats, Trevor Florent got his 3rd.
And hits the ice on cue from Rob Kennedy. Yeah, that's just too easy now. I mean, it's honestly, it's like they're playing the freshman team at this point. It's just not overly competitive.
It's an 8-3 win for UNE.
That's an impressive win. Terry Mahar said it himself. A 2-goal lead at home is one of the hardest to take care of, and boy, did UNE take care of it. They came out in the 3rd period and blistered 5 more into the back of the net, and a very impressive win by the Nor'easters in this one for the 8-3 final. Jessica Gagne is on the bench with Coach Swallow.
Swallow, your first win against Bowdoin, a resounding big win. What's going through your mind?
It's funny how hockey works. You know, it was a very even hockey game for the most part. We got the bounces tonight. You know, we finished our chances, and you know, I felt our goalie made some timely saves, and you know, it resulted in a win for us.
Speaking of your goalie, Connor Maloney getting his first start tonight, can you talk to me about his performance?
Yeah, I thought he was great. He made the saves when he needed to, kept us in the hockey game. So you know, it was a great performance out of him for sure.
And let's talk about the Florent brothers too. A hat trick for Trevor, and then Brady getting his first goal. So we talked earlier about their performance and their gelling on the ice. So what'd you see out there tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've had a great season for us so far. They haven't, you know, found the back of the net and, you know, scored a whole lot of goals, but, you know, it's great to see them get rewarded for their effort so far this year.
You told me before the game that this team had the building blocks of a great team. Was this a statement tonight that you guys were trying to make?
Absolutely. I think this, just kind of shows the direction the program's moving in. We have a lot of great young players and, some good leadership, too, from some older guys that are, helping pave the way for our younger guys right now. So, I think, the program's heading in a great direction and, it's going to be a great future here.
Thank you so much, Coach. And now I'm with Trevor Florent, who scored a hat trick tonight. Trevor, you got to be really excited about your performance out there.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Lately, the puck hasn't been going in, but tonight just kept battling. The puck came to me, the bounces were right there, so it's good to see.
Speaking of that, too, your brother getting his first goal on the ice here in his hometown, here in Biddeford. So what was it like to see that happen?
It was awesome. Just a good overall play by him. He went hard to the net, had to stick down, and got the puck to go in.
Now, you guys were 1-4-1 coming into this game, but huge win here. So your coach has said that you guys have the building blocks of a great team. Do you think that was shown tonight?
Definitely, it was overall great team effort. It stinks being 1-4, but you got to go to work every day, and today we brought it to the rink. So,
congratulations, Trevor! A big win for UNE. Obviously, a lot of excitement on the bench, guys. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, that's an impressive win and a great effort by the Florent brothers. It'll be a happy Thanksgiving there at the house with the turkey and all the fixings, and they certainly earned a meal tonight, Rob.
Absolutely, and double up the plate, extra dessert by the way they played tonight. 3 goals for Trevor, a goal and an assist for Brady. Yeah, you couldn't ask for much better in a big game here at home for 2 Biddeford boys, Trevor and Brady Florent.
Well, Rob, it's been a pleasure having you here. Thank you very much. I appreciate your efforts. You are the best in the business, my brother, and I'm proud to have you as a part of the New Center Sports stable.
Happy to be here, and if there's a hockey game, I would love to be at it. This is the greatest sports on earth.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you.
You as well.
Appreciate it. Rob Kennedy, the man behind the mic, getting it done for you guys tonight. Hope you enjoyed that. An 8-3 final score. Special thanks to all our boys behind the scenes, the man behind the curtain, Jeff Schools. We got CC running the camera. We got Derek on the wireless getting it done. Thank you guys for showing up on time. Game starts at 7. Whenever you want to get here is fine.
I was looking for colleges that have a dental school, and I just fell in love with UNE. I was born in France and went to high school in California, and now here I am in Maine. What I like about UNE is that my friends here are all focused. We have fun, and we also push each other to do better. My job is in the biomedical pain lab on campus. So I have the opportunity to work side by side with professors on important research that really helps people.